Hey there, Riverica here, reporting for duty on a trigger. Thank you so much for shuffling states of emergency into adoption spirit magic with me and steering clear of danger. Heartily, we are grateful. In this session, we are exploring what Mercury in Taurus sextiling Saturn in Pisces has to tell us. And this happens on the 5th of April. But before that, some disclaimers. I am not a doctor, lawyer, therapist. I'm a fortune teller, so what I share is no substitute for their services. Furthermore, what I share does not determine your future. Only your intentions and actions do. So please use your gifts of discernment before deciding what to gather and take away. And of course, take only what resonates and blow like a kiss the rest back to the universe for cosmic composting into beauty. This reading is intended for fun and games, for shits and giggles, for entertainment, for flexing our heart, mind, body, soul, spirit, emotions, and intuition. And at the least, I hope to cause harm to none, and at the most, I hope I may assist you on your healing path. All that said, let me introduce our helpers. I have lit candles for Source, Mother Earth, Father Sky, the homeless, those that kick them out of their homes, the neighbors, the passers-by, even those working against our spiritual progression. Also, harmony, unity, and balance, our ancestors here in the highest love and light, Archangel Azrael, and those who have crossed over to Father Sky by suicide, and the family and friends they left behind on Mother Earth, as well as the war-torn families, countries, nations, worlds, galaxies, universes. And we thank Source for helping us all adopt success, transmuting these violent cycles into love. Heartily, we are grateful. We also have my mini crystal ball, my wooden wand, and my wooden dagger wand, helping us cut to the heart of the matter without harming a soul. We have this tuning fork to help us clear the space. And I invite you to check out 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 27 different sources on your own to see what resonates with you about that 528C, because we are all different psychosocial science experiments. And what resonates for you may be different than me, so I always enjoy inviting you to explore on your own to make these readings more meaningful for you. I also rolled the number 2 with my wooden dice to help select our cards, and that number 2, it's so beautiful for many different reasons. It helps balance relationships, it helps us share power and create healthy liaisons. It represents pairing and duality, and it enables us to partner up with somebody without giving away our power. And so that is super special, especially for orphans and adoptees who have been put in these positions where we gave up our power. It's sort of in the social contract to put all of our parents before ourselves at the risk of our own well-being and identity and life, and all the different ways that plays out. So this number 2 helps us balance that out and have more equitable relationships, helps us learn how to do that, and it helps us learn how to establish and share power in healthy ways that perhaps we haven't seen before due to the nature of our circumstances. And of course, that's not just exclusive to orphans and adoptees, right? So many of us have experienced those inequitable relationships within our families. And so this number 2 can help all of us with that. Whether you choose to use it in visualizations or create artworks out of it or mantras or songs, it's super for that. And that number 2 chose the Tree Angel Oracle, The Ancient Path into the Sacred Grove by Fred Hageneter and An Heng. Super excited to share that with you. I mean, who doesn't love a tree, right? They're fucking awesome. And here we have some blue calcite in honor of Mercury, This is a stone, a gem that helps us with our expression, sort of like Mercury. So I enjoy sharing that with you. But of course, check on your own to see what resonates with you about this crystal that may help you on your healing path in the highest love and light. And let's clear the space. And I invite you to hold the intention of seeing only love, and only love we shall see. Here we go. Mind, body, speech, in perfect oneness, I send my heart along with the sound of the bell. May hearers awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Om. Peace. Shanti. Thank you. Still ringing. I love that. All right. So we're going to see what Mercury in Taurus sextiling Saturn in Pisces at 3 degrees has to share with us about moving forward, minding our business in the highest love and light. And Mercury also squared Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees earlier this week on the 3rd of April. So there's been some activity with that Mercury. But now we're just exploring that first part that I shared. Mercury in Taurus sextiling Saturn in Pisces at 3 degrees, and how we may learn from that to move forward in our highest love and light, minding our business. So let's see what the cards have to share. And you are a whole, full, powerful, living spiritual being, and so am I. And we thank your spirit team, angels, galaxy guides, ancestors, saints, sages, gods, goddesses, universes here in the highest love and light, as well as mine. And we thank your source and my source for immediately shifting the situation into what it needs to be. Offering necessary insights, healings, acts of grace, protection. Heartily, we are grateful. And so it was, and so it was, and so it was, and so it was. Thank you so much. And thank you, Source, for making this message abundantly clear about how we may move forward in our highest love and light. I love it. Thank you so much. And we have the Elder. I know, you thought that was a person, but it's also a tree. What a beautiful card. So beautiful. Letting you vibe with that for a minute. And it's the number 3. And that number 3 brings a beginning and an end together. It ends chaos. It's a number of optimism, and it helps for those who are especially susceptible to environmental or psychic invasions. You know, those times when people are so grief-struck by loss, they're possessed by grief and they lash out at us. Those are psychic invasions, right? It can also be physical, but the psychic invasions, people talking about us behind our back, saying nasty things, speaking ill of us over their food and drink. And, you know, they're grief-struck by loss. They haven't been able to heal. I myself have been in that position. Thanks God for helping us all. But steer clear of the danger so we can all remain safe, and help us all adopt success overcoming these losses and traumas that cause us to act sideways, falling into violent cycles. So that number 3, Elder. The Elder is the nourishing breast of Mother Nature. The incredible proliferation of elder's flowers in the springtime is matched by a wealth of dark berries in the autumn. Its visual display of fertility and growth is proof for us all that the elder embodies abundance. And its characteristic colors, the white of the flowers, the black of the berries, and the deep red of the juice have long been the three colors of the great goddess. The mythological figure of the beloved Earth Mother is represented here in the elder. She sends us nourishment and health. She speaks of abundance, contentment, and calm. Yet even more than this, her message is of the joy that streams forth from the center of all things. Elder knows that scarcity is an illusion, and that we can share our happiness and the fruits of our labor with open arms. If we don't do this with a clear head and pure heart, however, our actions can degenerate into extravagance and boasting, or laziness and obesity. If we shut ourselves off from the sweet river of abundance, our flow of generosity becomes inhibited, and we develop neediness on many levels. Insatiable hunger and compulsive desires lead to greed and the envy of others. This leads to mental stagnation and lack of self-worth. Illness and unhappiness lie in wait for us as a result. Collectively, the increasing disregard of the elder and its gifts is mirrored by the increasing worship of the god of materialism and the shameless exploitation of the quote-unquote other, meaning, at this level, the earth's resources as well as those of other peoples and countries. And there is another message from the Elder Oracle. It's a short poem that sums it up. Trust in abundance. It is yours and the birthright of every being. Share with open arms, give joyously, and the river will grow. Transform the wastelands. How beautiful. Thank you, Mercury, for that beautiful message, for bringing that beautiful message, and the North Node in Taurus, and Saturn. Sorry, not the North Node in Taurus. Mercury in Taurus, sextiling Saturn in Pisces. Please pardon me. And what a beautiful message for us today from the Elder, whenever you're watching this. So much to think about and consider and just rest in. And I really appreciate that this is coming up as springtime is hatching in the Northern Hemisphere. And that adds just another element to this beautiful reading. So that is what I am seeing for you in this reading about what Mercury in Taurus, sextiling Saturn in Pisces at 3 degrees has to tell us. And again, that's happening on the 5th of April, 2023. Thank you so much for helping breathe life into adoption spirit magic. Heartily, we are grateful. Until next time, ciao for now. I love you all.